fight on Saturday night. Nick Newell's on the Contender Series tomorrow night. But tonight, we have a special guest on the show, and it is Justin the Fort Sumter live on the MMA Holes old shirtless. He's shirtless tonight. Justin, what's going on, my man?
Nothing much. Sorry, I do not have a shirt on. I just got done running, so.
Well, you know, we have a lot of horny men in the chat, so look out. They're going to be irregular tonight with this shirtless Justin. This is insane. Now, Justin.
Did I just hear a fap?
Yeah. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. Jesse, did you hear a fap?
No.
Fap.
I never hear anything that happens.
That's Jesse, by the way, fap. It's not me.
Yeah, all the time. It's always me.
We got people going crazy in the chat saying the Fort. That's right. The Fort is fighting in the Contender Series next Tuesday night, July 31st. And you are on a special week of the Contender Series because it is followed by UFC 227. Big pay-per-view that week. Big UFC week. Big spotlight. Big stage. Justin, you're only a week away. How are you feeling, my man?
I feel good. You know what I mean? My weight's good. My body feels good. You know, people keep asking me, am I excited? I don't really get too excited until, you know, I step on the scale because, you know, really I have 8 days until the fight. So until I step on the scale and I know it's definite, it's all up in the air. You know, I've been in the game for 7 years and, you know, I can count probably 20 so times that a fight never happened. So, you know, I don't really get excited until I step on the scale.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's got to be starting to creep into the body right now, into the mind that you will be fighting in front of Dana White.
I was shadow boxing, throwing some kicks in the hallway at work today, so you know I'm getting there a little bit.
Yeah. Now, have you had any dreams? Like, I don't know, she's a dreamer. I'm not a really big dreamer, but have you had any dreams like of what is going to happen, like while you're sleeping? Anything in like crazy going on inside that head?
Nah, man. Like my dreams are pretty. You know, pretty chill. It's like, you know, eating something or going on a mountain, climbing mountains.
No kidding.
You know, like it's, you know, I don't really dream of anything out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so. I don't remember many dreams much either. Jessie, she remembers some of her dreams, but I don't remember my dreams. And if I do, they're horrible dreams. I don't know why. Like I barely do, but if I do, it's like I turn into a cat and I have 4 heads. And I start eating people. Like it's like that's what I don't know.
Yeah, but I heard it has to do with like what's going on when you're conscious, like what's going on in your life, and then if you're in a really deep sleep or if you're in like a really light sleep, it has to. There's so many factors that determine whether or not you remember.
Are you a deep sleeper?
Oh yeah, I sleep through anything. Like as soon as you know, if I'm tired, like as soon as I hit the bed, I'm like out. And then I won't wake up until, you know, my alarm goes off.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Well, Justin, I don't know why it's good to know, but it is good to know.
Yeah, so it's like, good to know. Like,
I can sleep easy now. Justin, live on the MMA Holes. He's fighting next week, the Contender Series. Why does the UFC not put pictures of the Contender Series? There's only one guy with a picture over here, and everyone else is just blacked out. Now, Justin, what is this about? And they got your record wrong, for God's sakes. You were 6-1-0. They put 4-1-0. Are you going to go over there and light the whole UFC facility on fire?
Nah, you know what I mean? It's not the first time someone got my record wrong. So, you know what I mean? That just makes, you know, what that does is that makes me look better when I beat them, you know? Having going a 4-1, they're like, oh, why is this guy going against this guy? And then they're like, oh, well, this guy had 2 additional fights. But, you know what I mean? It really doesn't make a difference. It's all about the skill when you step in the cage. Yeah, I wish they had the picture. They took our pictures. I don't know why they don't show them, but
it's so
I think
strange.
that guy fought in the last season, and so that's why he is his picture's up now. But
that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. Is it, they're becoming very lazy.
I know. I took my pictures like a month ago, so I'm sure they could have just in there.
Yeah. How hard could it be, right? How hard could it be? Yeah. Or to get your actual record right. It's unbelievable. You know, when you get in the cage, you should be like 6-1, motherfuckers. About to be 7-1. That's what you should do. Look in the camera and just yell at everybody. What do you think?
I'm not a big yeller, you know. I like to keep it, kind of chill vibe.
Yeah. Speaking of chill, now once you mutilate this man, Ian Heine, or whatever the fuck his name is, once you destroy him in that cage, okay, when are you going to shout out the MMA Holes? Are you going to jump on top of the cage and be like, MMA Holes? Or are you gonna grab Laura Sanko, throw her over your
I
head?
actually thought about it. You know what I mean? Like, so you know, what I mean, they're kind of strict of what I can say. So if I scream it out of joy, like after I finish him, then it won't be like, oh, he said something.
Yeah.
But you know, you guys will figure it out. And he's like, a-holes. What is that? So you know.
You wanna rock one on one shoulder?
That's not a bad idea. I like that idea. Vlad coming in with a donation.
Fucking army to come take them belts off me.
Damn, what a wonderful, wonderful world we live in. CJ went from being the main character on GTA San Andreas to fighting in the UFC.
What the fuck?
Good shit.
So apparently you were in San Andreas. Is that true, Justin?
Well, like there's a guy named CJ in San Andreas, and this isn't the first person I thought I looked like him. But I appreciate the comparison. Thank you.
Vlad, that was very nice of you to donate and say that. Thank you very much. Hit me in the chat if you want Justin to take care of his opponent and just start screaming at MMA holes. I think that would be a great idea. One's in the chat right now if you'd like to see that. Now, Justin, tomorrow night is Nick Newell. Nick Newell's going to be inside the cage for the UFC, headlining the card, and he has been all over. It's so funny how the UFC is like, nah, you know, you can't come in.
Nah, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Nick Newell's fighting. You know what I mean?
He's everywhere. He's all like, I just went on Instagram and boom, there's Nick. He's all over the place on the UFC. The UFC is just pumping. And, I mean, what is this about? Does Nick have a little bit more of a chip on his shoulder now that the UFC is actually using him to get some eyes on this event?
Well, you know what I mean. It's marketing, and they realize that Nick is him being a good fighter and having one arm is kind of a kind of like a extra chip in the or extra card in the deck, and they're just playing it. You know what I mean? And they're seeing that. You know what I mean? It's definitely grabbing, and the views of people buying the pay-per-view being $4.99, because there's only 2 episodes left after this one. Buying the Fight Pass, it shows that he's a number bringer, and that's what they really want to see. They want to see that he can bring numbers to pay-per-views or to whatever channel they have it on, and I guess they're just trying to get a sense of how much draw he has. And obviously he has a lot of draw.
Oh, forget it. I mean, he is all over the place, and I love it. I'm so happy for him. And if for those of you that don't know, Justin fights out of FAA, and Nick Newell is like the head honcho over there, and you guys are really tight. I mean, every time we see you guys on Instagram, you're together taking pictures. It seems like you've created this close bond. And now watching him get this big opportunity, how nervous are you for Nick?
You know what I mean? I'm not nervous at all. I just knowing him and knowing what he's done and knowing how he trains and the dedication he put to the sport. This is just another step. He should have already been there 5 fights ago, but this is his opportunity now to showcase his skill, and he's fully capable, fully ready to go out there and put a show on for the world.
Yeah, he looks very confident, and we're all rooting for him. I actually sent him a DM. He'll probably brush it off, but anyway, I hope he wins. We'll be watching it. And next week is the last Contender Series of this season? Is that how it works?
No, there's one more. There's one more after this one. The last one is Greg Hardy fighting somebody else.
Okay, so we'll be looking out for that. We will actually be live reacting to tomorrow night's Contender Series and yours. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to be a big pussy boy. I might cry. I might actually cry on Justin's Contender Series. I might get a little nervous. I might need a tissue box. But tears of joy, of course, Justin, because we're going to be all rooting for you. Hopefully the Fort...
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I'm pumped up. Now, you have these Fort shirts, okay? Justin the Fort Sumter. Check him out on Instagram, okay? It's at Fort Sumter. He has these shirts. Definitely get yourself one of these shirts because I'll be rocking mine. Let me know in the chat if you're going to grab one. Now, how can they get a hold of the Justin the Fort Sumter shirts?
Well, they can... my supplies are going down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up to drop ship. So probably I only have maybe 20 shirts left, and they're small. There's a couple small, a couple of larges. Got some double XLs, a lot of double XLs, a couple of larges. But what I'm going to do is I'm set up a drop ship so you can order it online and then it'll actually just ship directly to your house. So I'm not physically sending it; it'll just be shipped to your house.
What? I think you should show up, right, and just like a thong, right, at the door with the shirts, right, for everyone that orders the last 20 shirts. What do you say?
That's a suggestion. I will put that in my box.
Yeah,
suggestions and keep it there.
Right, with a rose in your mouth. I think that would work out really well. Yeah, no, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Justin is one of the first guests on the MMA Holes. In fact, he was the first pro fighter on the show. And this is exciting. I feel like we're going full circle now. Now you are finally getting the chance that you deserve in front of Dana White at the Contender Series, and you do have a tough opponent, but you look super confident, super cool, super collective, and you're in the middle of the card. You're like in the meat and potatoes of this card over here. So where do you feel, how do you feel on being where you're at on this card? Would you have liked to go on first? Would you have liked to headline? Do you like where you sit on this card?
Well, I would have rather been first, so get it out the way.
Super chat.
Hold on to that, though. We got a super chat real quick.
Jesse, he is actually naked. Get his number.
Justin,
thank you for the advice, Isaiah Moore. I appreciate it.
He's completely naked. I mean, this is the first time.
No shorts, no shirt.
Yeah.
Remember, as you said in the beginning.
That's true. Yeah.
No shorts, no shirt.
Justin, is this the first time you ever did an interview naked?
Yeah, this is the very first time. Very first time.
I'm honored. All right, Jesse, how do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I appreciate the advice. It's fantastic.
The advice. All right, thank you, Isaiah Moore. Now, tell us about what were we talking about before? I forgot. What the fuck were we talking
the lineup. Yes,
the lineup. Thank you.
Yeah. So I would rather been first to get it over with, man, because I'm like really impatient, like when it comes to fighting. I just want to get it over with. It's been like 3 months till this fight, so just that extra time waiting to fight is kind of nerve-wracking, but they put us in the middle, and I think the middle fight is the showcase fight. Mm-hmm. You have the main event. Obviously they want to showcase that, but they put the guys in the middle that they are anxious to see. They're kind of not sure who's going to win. They're not sure how it's going to turn out, so I'm pleased with being in the middle. You can see how the other fighters have fought. You see how you kind of match up and what you think you need to do to kind of stick out and make a point to bring Dana White's attention to you.
Is it going to be weird walking out with no walkout music? Do you think that's going to be odd?
Not really. You know what I mean? Like most of the time, I don't really listen to the music at all. Sometimes if it's like the ones for the CES, they choose the music, so it's not really anything. Mm-hmm. But I kind of have I might wear headphones, or might have something in my head that I'm going over. It just depends.
Are you going to be treating this like your other fights, where you said previously that you kind of zone out, you zen yourself, you kind of just go to sleep before a fight? Are you going to do the same thing, like the same ritual before this fight? Well,
this is going to be a little bit quicker, so it's going to be. The fights start at 5 in Las Vegas time, and I think, if the fights are good, they're probably going to end quick. So, I think more or less I'm just going to be warming up. I'll have to keep that kind of mindset, throughout my warm up, and then I go. So it's going to be a little bit different, but I'm going to try to keep that mentality I've been having throughout my career.
So who is going to be there? Are you going to have the missus going to be there? You have family, friends, just the team? Who's going to be there supporting you?
Well, definitely Nick's actually staying up there. I got my training partner Costa. He's going to be there.
Cool.
My fiance is going to be there. One of my sponsors, her and her husband are going to be there, and I got 2 friends from college that are actually flying from Tennessee and Georgia to come up there, to come to see me. So.
Awesome stuff. Justin the Fort Sumter will be fighting next week on the Contender Series, July 31st. Make sure you check that out. We'll be doing a live reaction, and the fights are on Fight Pass. It's going to be crazy stuff. I cannot wait for this event, and I think you're going to win. Jesse, what do you think? Justin the Fort Sumter. I'm saying he's going to finish him in the first round. No problems, no sweat.
I have no doubt about it. I already said this.
I might sweat. I'm pretty big sweater, so I might sweat. But
What do you think so far in the previous Contender Series? Now, the last one, there's been some interesting things happening there. Some fights where you're like, wow, this is a lock for a contract, and then boom, Dana White's like, nah. You know, it seems like he knows who he wants already beforehand. We spoke about this before, but has anything changed since watching within your game plan, watching some of these other fights on how to get a contract, or are you still focused on just getting that win?
You know, I mean, I just go out to win. You know, it's kind of you know, hit or miss. Like, obviously, you know, I mean, there's somebody he's looking at, and he's like, okay, you know, let me see you do something good, and I'll get you signed. But for me, it's just, you know, this is just the opportunity. You know, I mean, I go out there and I show that I'm a skilled fighter, and you know, if Dana White doesn't give me that contract, it's not going to really be that much sweat off my back. I'm still push forward and you know, fight to be the best fighter I can be. You know, I would like to get the contract, definitely. You know, and if I have a spectacular finish, I would hope I would get the contract. So. But you know, it's just a win-win. This being here is a win-win for me. You know what I mean? Win-win for my career, win-win for me personally. I'm just looking forward to it, basically.
You have any predictions for this fight, as we're only a week away? There's a bee. There's a bee in the room.
Sure. It got hot.
That's all right.
No, my phone got too hot.
Oh. You know why? Because you're naked, and the phone's getting all excited right now.
Fat.
Right? I think so. I think that's what it is. Any predictions for the fight next week?
For which one? My fight?
For your fight. Yeah. Any predictions? How is this going to play out? Do you already know how this is going to work, or are you just going to get that win?
You know what I mean? It's going to be a shoot. My phone's kind of. Give me a sec. I think it's. Shoot. Can you guys see me?
We do. We see you. Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, my phone's just. It's freezing on me, so I'm like, hopefully it's not. You guys lost me?
No, we see. Well, you're a little frozen now. You
a little bit.
You just froze up on us, but we hear you.
Okay.
We hear you loud and
I'll
clear.
keep talking, but
It'll clear.
It's more or less. I think it's going to be me keeping my range, me keeping my distance and footwork. You know, keeping him outside is definitely going to be the plan. But if he comes in, you know, I mean, I got a lot of tricky stuff up my sleeve. So you know, just having him, me just being calm and collective, I think that's the key in this fight. So.
Justin the Fort Sumter live with the MMA Holes fighting on the Contender Series next week, and we see you good now, Justin. All right, so a couple of things here. Corey Anderson got a big win, and I know you've trained with Corey Anderson with the puffy nipples and everything like that. Do the nipples give him his power, Justin? Does he? Because I mean, he looked very powerful this weekend.
Yeah, he looked spectacular, man. Just his game plan, like his game plan worked phenomenally. You know what I mean? Glover is a power puncher. And, you know what I mean? He hit him a couple times, but just his movement and the way he was able to kind of stifle him and kind of frustrate him was spectacular. You know what I mean? That was like, I think that was one of his best performances I've seen him fight.
Yeah, he looks fantastic. By the way, we are sponsored by Tiger Life right now. Justin, we got to set you up with this guy, Frank from Tiger Life. Energy drinks. I don't know if you drink energy drinks, but this shit is off the hook. So maybe we can.
One?
Yeah, there you go.
Right
You pointed right at that. Just grab it. You can grab it, actually. Yeah, there you go. It's good stuff. You know, the next time we see you, maybe we'll bring you a can and set you up with Frank. He's a good guy. Check out Tiger Life Energy Drink, link in the description. Jesse, have you seen anything going on in that chat?
I do have a few. I only have 5 things.
All right,
well,
so
one of them's a comment, 4 of them's a question.
All right, so we got a couple of things from the chat. We're going to let you go after that, Justin. And here we go. Jesse's taking over.
Okay, Drunk Savage says, remember that just because you are in the UFC doesn't mean that you can become addicted to cocaine yet. Do you have intentions on becoming addicted to cocaine?
No, I do not have any addictions. I don't plan on you know, getting addicted to it at all.
No hookers and blow.
I don't even know what it looks like.
After the fight, you know, you and Nick, you know the doors close, you get together, you get naked, a little hookers and blow, no big deal, right? No one would know. No? All right.
Yeah, what stays in Vegas, you know.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Jesse? We got?
Drunk Savage also would like to know if you are the one who pistol whipped Tekashi 69.
I did not, but you know, hey, wrong place. You know,
Wrong
you gotta
place,
watch
wrong
your
time.
step. or you get pistol whipped like that.
Yeah.
Drunk Savage is on fire in that chat, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else we got, Jess?
Ann H would like to know if she can knit you a sweat towel.
Oh.
A sweat towel? Oh, that would be a knitted sweat towel, though. But
She's a pro.
what kind of fabric are you using?
She's a pro knitter. She can make anything. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
I would like a beanie. A beanie would be nice.
That's not a bad idea. All right, Ann. Get on that beanie. All right, what else we got, Jess?
Oh,
Screen.
she says she can knit you a sock cock.
That would be nice. I get itchy, though.
And
right?
that would be, it'll keep it warm.
You should just walk to the cage with a sock cock on. Like, just walk in. Right?
No cup or anything involved.
Yeah.
Just
What are they doing with this? Are you getting Reebok gear and everything like that? What's going on with the gear that you be wearing?
They supply Contender Series. So Contender Series has their own fight wear that they have. So
Good stuff. And
it's not Reebok.
did you get fitted for the gloves yet? Did they do that whole glove thing yet, or are you doing that next week?
Yeah. Yeah, they did it. Yeah.
What was that like? Right, you're in the UFC, you got the gloves. They're putting the gloves on. They're squeezing and doing all that shit. Was that cool, or it's just like another day at the office?
It's just another day. You know what I mean? Like gloves are gloves. You know what I mean?
I'd be like, oh my god, they're putting UFC gloves. All right, Jesse, anything else?
Yeah, one more. I know that you covered who was going to be there with you, but Brian Rager would like to know who specifically will be in your corner.
Nick Newell and my training partner Costa.
All right, there we go. And Costa came on the show too. Is Costa fighting anytime soon, or is he just laying low for a bit?
He's getting like he had some health issues, but now he's back, so he's getting back in shape, and it's coming along.
All right,
He'll definitely be back. Definitely, if it's late this year or early next year, he'll definitely be back in the cage.
Good stuff. Justin the Fort Sumter is fighting next week, July 31st on the Contender Series. It's going to be wonderful, wonderful. Make sure you tune into that, and we'll be doing a live reaction. Justin, thank you for coming on. Shout out the sponsors, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. No shout outs to the sponsors? Nothing.
Yeah. Well, put up the back of the shirt again, because there's a lot, I'll forget.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to put the shirt up, and stop yelling at me, Justin. Jesus. All right, here we go. All right, I'm putting it up over here. It's on the screen.
Sponsor.
Oh, it's a sponsor. Hold on a second. You have it on Instagram? Let's see.
No, wait, go back up.
Let's see. Is it over here? No, that's you.
No.
Okay. Don't mind me. I'm half retarded. All right. Here we go. There we go. Okay. So, all right, Justin. I have on the screen your sponsors right now. Should we play some game show music as you shout out your sponsors, or you just want clean?
Well, I'll just talk them out. Like,
okay.
Shoreline Chiropractic, they're kind of keeping me in line. The chiropractic, like, ever since I was going there, I've been phenomenally better. My performance has increased. Purest Float. If you guys haven't been floating, you should, especially you, Chris. Like, you can get in your Zen mode and you can float in a tank, deprivation tank. It's pretty cool.
That sounds cool.
PG Sports. They're awesome. They made me my Fort shirts. If you saw me when I was at the Performance Institute, Wash and Wag, awesome. One of my biggest sponsors. They groom my dog. They groom a lot of other dogs. Shane O'Neill, he's just my friend. He said, "Hey, put me on your shirt," and I was like, "Hey, all right." And so he's on my
awesome.
shirt. We also have Twin Lights Body Shop. A real good friend. They work on my car. We have my company, AM Rizzo. Awesome people. Got Foundation RX, CT supplements previously. They kind of fuel me for my fight. On Point Chiropractic, not to confuse with Shoreline Chiropractic. On Point is doing my physical therapy. Instant Muscle Mills, CBD Water, Redwood Coast. And the last one is, I have to go back to it. Grace Medical. Yeah, you can't forget them, because they have been one of the best sponsors that I've had, with the cryotherapy, giving me what I need to kind of, do what I do and have my body bounce right back. So, shout out to all of them. Everybody else, all my friends, my family that support me along the journey, and, continual support into the next point in my career. So thank the MMA hosts. You guys are awesome.
Justin, thank you for coming on, and good luck next week. I cannot wait to watch that fight. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Peace.
Justin Sumter on the MMA holes, and here he is, the Performance
For a
Institute.
second, I thought he wasn't going to say the MMA holes. I thought he was going to say all the sponsors, all the people who supported him, and the MMA holes would be left out.
I would have hung up on him. I'd be
Poor
like, get out.
MMA holes. I was going to be like, Justin, what's going on here?
Now, I got to say this, and we said it during the show. I've said it pretty much almost every time Justin has come on. Justin, we consider a friend of the show, first pro fighter we've ever had on. Justin started his winning streak with us, and we've started our winning streak with Justin. So we are growing together. He is going to be on the Contender Series. I cannot wait. I probably will cry. I don't know, Jesse. You
You're
will
gonna
hold
cry?
me. Yeah, I'll cry on air. Sure, I do it. I'm like an actor.
What?
I just make the tears fly.
Steve Moss is going to cry.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I want to see it.
But go check him out on Instagram over here. Go give him a follow on the IG, on the social media, and it's at Fort Sumter. All right, MMA at Fort Sumter MMA. That is Justin Fort Sumter, and go wish him well, wish him luck, and thank you, Justin, for coming on. 20 likes.
20 likes, 20 likes.
I've got fucking
20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes, 20 likes, 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of leprosy.
Did you see it? My head was like a basketball on top of the 20 likes. It was like, you should dribble my head. Next time and hit us with
You
40.
would